Hello YouTube, it's PS3 Gaming Scotland here and welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are well and gaming lots. So in today's video, I'll be bringing you the gaming news of the last week. So without further ado, let's jump into today's gaming news video. So first up then, if you've already heard that The Last of Us Part 2 and Iron Man VR have been delayed indefinitely by Sony, this really is a bummer and very disappointing, as I was looking forward to The Last of Us Part 2 as it's one of the most anticipated games of the year. On Twitter, Sony have gave an announcement and they've said SIE has made the difficult decision to delay the launch of The Last of Us Part 2 and Marvel's Iron Man VR until further notice. Logistically, the global crisis has prevented us from providing the launch experience our players deserve. Now this is disappointing, as I was obviously looking forward to, but let me know down below if you think they've made the right decision in delaying these games indefinitely. We don't have a release date as of yet, and the official statement from Naughty Dog reads, "As you've likely just seen, the release of The Last of Us Part 2 has been delayed. We're sure this news is just as disappointing to you as it is to us. We waited to reach out to all of you in our community to give you a little more information. The good news is we're nearly done with development of The Last of Us Part 2. We are in the midst of fixing our final bugs. However, even with us finishing the game, we were faced with the reality that due to logistics beyond our control, we couldn't launch The Last of Us Part 2 to our satisfaction. We want to make sure everyone gets to play The Last of Us Part 2 around the same time, ensuring that we're doing everything possible to present the best experience for everyone. This meant delaying the game until such a time where we can solve these logistics issues. We were bummed about this decision, but ultimately understood it's what's best and fair for all our players. We're hoping that this won't be a long delay and we'll update you as soon as we have new information to share. We wish you, your families and your friends the best of health. Thank you for being amazing fans and your continued support. Stay safe." And that's from Naughty Dog. Whereas on the other hand, we had Square Enix. Now they took a totally different approach to this whole crisis, and they've basically done the complete opposite. Instead of delaying the game indefinitely, they are releasing the game before the worldwide release date of April 10th, early in Europe and Australia. And this is what they had to say, and I quote, "The Final Fantasy 7 Remake team have worked extremely hard to make this game, and we are incredibly proud of what you are about to play. Our biggest motivator during the development was that so many of you were willing us on, and we felt your enthusiasm and passion every step of the way. We had some hard decisions to make during the final few weeks before launch due to disruption to distribution channels caused by the spread of the COVID-19 virus. These unique circumstances have made it very difficult to align limiting of our global shipping. Our highest priority is that all of you, including those who live in countries currently facing the biggest disruption, can play the game at launch. So we have made the decision to ship the game earlier than usual to Europe and Australia. As a result, there is a greater chance that some of you in these regions will now get a copy of the game prior to the worldwide release date of April 10th. For other Western regions, including the Americas, copies will be shipped this week, and we feel optimistic that most of you will receive the game for launch day. However, due to the challenging situation, we cannot provide delivery dates for each country and each retailer." And it goes on to say, and I quote, "We really want all of you looking forward to the Final Fantasy 7 Remake to play the game on April 10th and experience everything we have been working on together. To everyone, we would like to ask one big favour. If you get the game early, please think of others and don't spoil it for them. We know there are potential spoilers that have been out there for over 2 decades, as the original Final Fantasy 7 was released in 1997, but Final Fantasy 7 Remake is a new game that still has many surprises for everyone. All our fans and players deserve to experience the game for themselves, and we ask for the support of our dedicated community around the world to ensure that, on behalf of the entire development team and everyone around the world that has worked on getting Final Fantasy 7 Remake to you all, thanks again for your continued support, and most importantly, please stay safe." So there you go guys, that has been Square Enix's approach to this whole pandemic. Do you think they're right to release the game early worldwide for UK and Australian fans? Do you think that's right, or do you think that the game should be released for April 10th and just hope in a limited thing so everyone can get to play it on the same day? Let me know your thoughts down below, as they are two different companies with two different approaches and opinions on this whole pandemic. And finally, just before I'll leave you for today, the final piece of news. It's not great news, to be honest. This whole video today has not been the best, most uplifting video, but I have to report what I think is important to report in these gaming news videos. And finally, we have the announcement from Sony that the end of PS3 partial message service. So from June 30, 2020, players will no longer be able to send or receive messages from PS3 systems. So this means if you're on PS3 and you send a message to your friend on PS4 or PS Vita, no longer be able to do that. Likewise, if you're on PS4 or PS Vita and you want to send a PS3 message to your friend on PS3, that also won't happen. The only good side, I guess, is people on PS3 will only be able to send messages, PSN messages, game invites, etc. to other people on the PS3 system. That's pretty bad, to be honest, but this looks like it's Sony's first nail in the coffin for PS3 functionality, even before the PS5 even launches. I could see the PS3 going for a long time, to be honest, because it was such a fantastic console and still is to this day, as it had a lot of fantastic games to play on it. If Sony could be bothered, they could actually maintain the servers, online servers for PS3, PS4, PS Vita, PSP if they really wanted to, but this just comes after the announcement of the PS3 servers, multiplayer servers for The Last of Us, Uncharted have been shut down a good few months ago now, so this is just a further nail in the coffin for the PS3 system, which is a shame because I know a lot of people who still own and play on PS3 regularly. But there you go guys, that has been today's somber gaming news video. Hopefully the next video will be a bit more uplifting, but anyway guys, let me know your thoughts down below of today's topics being discussed. So we had obviously the delayed Last of Us Part 2 and Iron Man Indefinitely. Was Sony right to make this decision? Whereas Square Enix is releasing Final Fantasy 7 Remake early to people in Australia and Europe. Let me know your thoughts on that. And we had the news that PS3 partial messaging service will be ending from 30th of June 2020. As always, let me know your thoughts on everything being discussed in today's video. That is the end of today's video. Thank you very much indeed for watching. I've been PS3 Gaming Scotland and I'll see you on another video. Thanks very much indeed guys. Bye bye.